guys, how are you doing today? It's Agnes here, your laptop lifestyle architect and online business manager. And today we are going through my Trello board. How is it going? Let me know if you're here and watching the replay, and then let's just get started. So, little bit of introduction. This is video 3 from the series, and what we've done in the first video, we mapped out what we need, how we want to deliver the freebie. Let me just pull up my thingy on the other screen, and we mapped out, or we thought about what we want to talk about, what's the best, easiest step for our client to get to a solution. We decided how to do the freebie. Is it a workbook? Is it a video? Is it an email only? Is it just a Calendly link, something like that? How do we deliver that? I decided to do an email and a Facebook unit for right now. And the platforms we are using, I usually say go with what you have. I use MailerLite. I used for this freebie YouTube and Facebook. And what do I need to get started? I needed an image, a PDF, videos, the landing page, the link, and the email. And the emails. That's better that way. Cool. So yesterday we went through and we created this funnel, basically. All traffic will come from Facebook because you know what the client is talking about, you know what they are looking for, you know their problem, and that's why you put out the solution out there. They land on a landing page and they will receive an email, or they receive an email with the downloadable and the YouTube videos. I added 2 extra steps because this is a 3-part video series, so I added a second and the third one as well. I updated already the second one with yesterday's video, and I'm updating after this video with this the third email, and basically that's it. Okay, so these are the things what we have. We have the oh, I don't have the PDF here. Hold on. Let me just grab that. I'm pretty sure I downloaded it. And I'm pretty sure I downloaded it. Show all downloads, and oh, here it is. Yeah. Okay, let me just grab those because I'm on a different computer, of course. And then let me move those over. And then that's it. Okay, so these are all the assets what we have already. Obviously, when you're getting started, and this should have been the first video, but I didn't want it to overwhelm you guys because it is a lot. And if you are not using Trello, or if you are not really techie and you're just getting started, it's just an extra step. I wanted to share with you that with an actual easy notepad, you can do the same at this stage, so you don't need to. But if you have a little bit more complicated funnels, then you might need something where you can have access, someone else can have access as well, and that's why we are going through Trello today, sorry. Okay, so basically I have a master's template where I have most of my things. I'm not on unlimited business account just yet, so I have loads of teams, and 10 is the max. And if I or my client has a freebie funnel project, and I just come here, I open this up, and I go to menu, and I under settings, I change the theme. No, that's not what I'm doing. I did that the other day a lot. I'm copying the board. It's freebie funnel, right? So you name it as you would like, and then you change the theme. And then let's add it to my LLB team. That's fine. That's where my VA is working. Okay, so I'm copying it, and and then it jumps straight away to the one what you need, so it doesn't stay where you were, so you can go ahead and start your stuff. If you want to invite people, then you hit invite, and you can rename the board all the time. Okay, if you're not familiar with Trello, then you can have, this is a board, this is what you call a board, under one theme. Under one theme you have, in the free version, 10 boards, and you can assign the board to a team. That means if you add people to the team, then they can see all the boards, but actually you need to set that up. So if you add someone to the one board, then that's the only thing, even if they aren't in the team, and you can change the permissions. But I don't want to overwhelm you, that's not what I need. The freebie funnel, what I need. So this is one board. You can add so many lists as you want, and these are the cards. So one card is one card. Within the card you can have a description, you can see comments, you can tag people, you can add checklist, even a copy checklist from other ones. If you are using something over and over again, you can add members, so that person sees what they need to work on. You can add labels, you can create new labels, you can edit labels and name it. Something like done, processed, or in progress could be one. Forms, you list everything what you have, right? So we went through this one, right? So you thought about it in your master sheet, you did what you needed to do, you listed the platforms. So you add the logins and platforms there, you add the branding to another card, that will be my this one. That will be my logo, for example, or the other elements. You can remove the cover. If you see that it's too big, then you can remove it from the cover, but sometimes the pictures are nice, so it's just easier to do so. So under files, you add everything what you have or you are creating. In this case, I have a list. You just drag and drop stuff. I have the freebie, what we already created. You just drag and drop the stuff to make sure that you have everything under one umbrella. And after that, we are going through all of the phases, right? So when I'm onboarding a client, this is the extended one. When I'm onboarding the client, I will need all of these information. So I list out. You will see details here. So I need, for example, WordPress login, but if it's saved to your browser, then that's fine, right? Canva, if I need to work on Canva, I need Canva. I need logos and links for the design. If the person has a branding kit, then it goes under branding, creating the folders, and then after that I'm setting up Trello. This the exact stuff what we are just going through. I have to create a funnel visual, mapping out the phases, because not all funnels are created equal, right? And then create a folder structure in Google to make sure that we always have access, create Google Docs for copy. And depending on the client's solution, maybe I need to add ConvertKit to WordPress or something like that, right? So I'm mapping here out all the things for me to be able to get started. And after that, obviously, I need to keep the client, congruent and make sure that I receive everything, so I can keep the deadlines. Here is one of the freebie funnels, right? So ours were a little bit less confusing and complicated, but you can go ahead and create, whatever you want to. The Trello board is created to create a landing page, a thank you page, and then we will send someone to pre-qualification form, what they need to send out. People who sign up will be added to an email list, and then they get a welcome email and a sales sequence which leads them to the pre-qualification. So this is a very common funnel. And in the welcome email, they get the videos, they get access to the videos, just like I did yesterday or in the previous video. Okay, and then the bits and pieces, what I need. So the plan we already have there, right? So that's this is how it looks like. And to be able to build everything, I need the following. It's under the bits and pieces. I need, for the landing page, I need the copy, I need the image, I need to create a list in ConvertKit, what we've done yesterday as well. And in case something's going on, I might need an embed form if I'm building that on WordPress. We did that on MailerLite yesterday, so that's you know, that's given. I don't need that there. For the thank you page, in the yesterday's example, we just gave them the message, right? That they thank you go through your email inbox, and that's fine. But if we want to upsell, or if we want them to take action, or the thank you page is not as customizable as we want, then I'm creating it on WordPress. The same here. I need the copy, I need the images. If we have sales pitch, then I need the copy for that. And I need to link them somewhere, right? After that. In this case, we had the pre-qualification. So I just needed the link for that. For the freebie videos, this was a extended 5 video series. So I needed the welcome, I needed the 5 videos. We did audio downloads, short descriptions, call to action, and the link. In the welcome email, I need the copy, of course, and then in this email sequence, I need the copy and maybe images as well for all of that. So basically, I'm mapping out what do I need and in which phase. And after that, in phase 1, so remember, I already received everything. I started to fill in this, and I need to create the content first, or the client is working usually on the copy itself. So I need images, I need the different copies, and I need the videos. I need image for the landing page, for the welcome email, for the thank you page, for the video thumbnail, email sequence, header, and logo. So these are the things what A, we have already, B, I'm creating with Canva, or we don't need that, not always, right? Or we already have something that's possible as well. The same with the copy. I listing out, I need the copy for the landing page, thank you page, the welcome email, the short description, and a sales sequence for upselling the client. And I need the 5 videos, what I needed to convert to audios. In our case, actually, this looked like we needed the landing page, a welcome email. It wasn't a thank you page, it was a thank you message, right? And a video thumbnail. I haven't created one, so that's fine. You can hide which one is already completed. And then email sequence header, I think, yeah, I created one of those, and the logo. So everything what I needed, I added already to the branding or the files. If not, then this was the image what I was using. This was the header for the email. And I think when it comes to design elements, that's it, right? So I have the landing page, I have the welcome email, I have the thank you message and email sequence header, and I have the logo. So basically that's it, I'm done. Landing page copy, thank you page copy, welcome email, short description, and a sales sequence, upsell, what I just did on the go. But if you want to be prepared, you can sit down and do it. And then I'm creating the videos on the go as well. So if it's a proper funnel, then you might have already all the videos done, and you're just ticking off the boxes. Next time when you come back, you know where you left off. All what you create, you add it to the files, or you add it to the what's the word, Google. Okay, so after that, after I have everything, I go to setup phase. So also, again, it depends what you are building, but you need to create a folder structure in Google to make sure, if it's a bigger project, that the client has always access to that, or you have always access to those type of things. I'm setting up Trello. I'm setting up the basics in the email provider. I'm creating the list, opt-in forms or landing pages, thank you pages, freebie delivery page, if we have one. In our case, we haven't had one. We had only the emails as delivery. Scheduling the welcome emails, we did that yesterday as well. And if we have sales sequence, we can add that too. Create buyers list for people who signed up. That's hashtag next level, right? So when you have a upsell page, then you would like to make sure that people who are buying, at least they are tagged, right? There are different providers how you can do that. Sometimes you can connect, for example, PayPal with the email provider, and then someone goes through that funnel and actually arrives on the thank you page you paid. Then they are tagging the person in the mailing list, which is very good, because you just don't want to remarket the people. If you are just getting started, it's totally enough if you are doing that yourself manually, right? If you are a VA and you have 3 clients, I don't think that that's such an issue. If you have online program or something similar to sell, then what you can do is to automate it. Then you might need that, but basically that's not such a big deal, right? Okay, and create a system and process to move the clients from the list, the clients list, and then testing the funnel. I also like to add always something where I'm testing stuff out with the client and without, to make sure that things are working on mobile. We are just building on optimized press, and it's a trouble. So there are sometimes really things that you need to even check on iPad, check on mobile, and to make sure that it looks okay. But I just come here, I just go through the list. I have everything already under the files or under Google, what actually I can I use, and that's it. We are just going through that list. And after that, we are testing and planning the next step, if there is one. I haven't added anything in here because we started a brand new project with that client, where I get this from. So maybe that could be something like you are creating the next funnel, or you are creating an upsell page or something like that, to make sure that here are your resources and everything already, links and stuff like that, so you can just copy it. And what I do, I like to add a different, so these are for the milestones, and these are the cards and steps, right? I like to add the bits and pieces, because if I come back in 3 months, then I don't want to go through these cards, right? I know that under logins and platforms, I have the logins and links, or I know that under copy I will find everything. So what I do, I just write it, okay, landing page, and we have this list already from the other planning phase, right? So I just copy it over landing page, and then poof, I add the link, and that's the landing page. I add the thank you page, poof, that's the landing page, or that's the thank you page when it's done. And then I just click there and I find everything. Same with the images. You can add here the link for the folder itself, but you just go through, click through, and then you have the bits and pieces. Let's see, recordings, the same. So everything what I need, I list here out, and I add the process, or if we talk about something, I add the comments for my clients or whatever, right? So these are the moving pieces, and these are the cards for the fixed stuff, and I know when it's due. So for example, you can add due date, and then you can say, okay, it needs to be done tomorrow, but I need a reminder 2 hours before, right? So when so those are two different things, right? Maybe 2 hours before you can get started with working on it, and you know that it needs to be sent on that date. So I think it comes pretty handy. Okay, and the last thing what I wanted to mention is the links and call to action. So as you've seen yesterday, I added all of the links here because, so that's the landing page link. I'm just copying, and then I add landing page, because it happens so often that we need that later on, right? And then what else do we have? We have the videos, we have the titles and stuff like that. So then you can go through and just easily find the stuff there. And the other thing what I really like, if you add the checklist, right? Yesterday after I was done, I added a couple of things to my to-do list. So I just come here, I copy here, and look at that. Isn't that satisfying? I loved it. I loved it. And when you go through, right, I already done that. I added the link there to make sure I have that. I already done that and already done that. I'm doing this one, and then I need to upload it to YouTube and link the YouTube video to email. So whatever happens, right? I finished this video right now, and I will need to download it, and after that most likely it's 1 o'clock, I eat something, I have a call after that, and even if I come back later, I come here and, oh, I need to upload it to YouTube. So it doesn't matter if I remember or not. It doesn't matter what happens. I know that everything is in here, and I know where I'm at, what I've done. If you want to, you haven't uploaded to YouTube, something happened, you can add here a comment that yesterday I had issues with YouTube on Firefox. Issues on Firefox, try Chrome, right? And then you can add it as a comment, or even better, you can add it as a next item. You just drag and drop it over YouTube, and then when you go back, oh yeah, I had the issue with on Firefox, let's do that. And I think that's the power of Trello. If you work alone with it, then it's your brain dump, but it's nice to have something. What you also can do is you add a done list, and then okay, phase 1 is done, content is done, right? Then we know that, okay, the next one is the setup. After we did the setup and all the bits and pieces, you just move stuff over. Or if something is changing and something is more important, then you can move things around if that's the order how you work. So this is it, guys. I hope it makes sense. Let me know if you have questions, and then I hope you were able to hear me, actually. Okie dokie, cool, guys. I will check the comments later. I'm uploading this video, and I will let you know. Cool. Have an amazing day, and speak to you soon. Bye.